been already attacked in the first corner as well. So we'll just see who actually fronted, because it was a bit hard to pick up the numbers. It's getting darker and darker out there. It was Buzz Kiley was the one that was fronting at the front of the grid. And I think it was Ricky Watt and Paul Rose. The rest of them, Glenn Allerton's packed up. So we could have a rather entertaining race here, Phil, even if there is only 4 races in it.
Yeah, well, there's only 4 races in the Grom race just a second ago, and we saw an extremely exciting finish there. And we've got 3 riders very close as they make their way down towards the final complex of corners now. Not much between them. I've seen Buzz Kiley already have a big off earlier on today. Oh, we've got one down on the entry to the chicane. Braxy couldn't quite pick who that was. It was the rider in 4th place as they came across the line.
Nick Angelopoulos. I think that might have been Nick Angelopoulos having one final fling, one of the promoters of the FIM MiniGP. Well, he picks it up and gets back on deck as he comes through. Yep, he's hanging out there. Yeah, it was Nick, so he's tasted the bitumen a couple of times, but it is Matt Watkins, Ricky Watt and Buzz Kiley there, though. I don't think those positions are going to stay the same when they're this close together as they come through the S's for the second time of this 12-lapper. They're rather gingerly at the moment, but they're still not taking any prisoners. Kiley goes up the inside. Was that to move into second position? The red-helmeted boy from Race Centre down in the Melbourne suburbs. Also works for the 727 Moto team in the ASBK alongside helping out Jed Metcher. So they come down and complete a lap. So Ricky Watt, pardon me, leads the way from Watkins. And Keely's got a new helmet. That's what's thrown me. He's had to put a new lid on after that exit stage left at a couple of the races beforehand. So, and Nick Angelopoulos staying out there at the moment. Here he comes. But Ricky Watt, Watkins and Kiley separated by 0.6 of a second all up. So they come down now, and it looks like Ricky Watt might have got a little bit of an advantage at the moment, as the rest of them are thinking, well, we'll just bring this home, eh?
Well, the other thing was that we mentioned earlier on too about the crashability of the Ohvales, and Nick Angelopoulos just approved that because he had that big off into the chicane, picked the bike up, jumped straight back on, and straight back in to set his fastest lap of the race on the next lap. As we look at our race leader now, Ricky Watt come down through turn 1. You can see the rest of the riders there in second and third, pretty closely packed as they make their way through the right-hander and run up towards the hill. That very tricky right-hander. It looks like it goes a little bit off camber on the exit of the corner and then into the long looping big hairpin at the top end of the circuit where they start the run back down the hill. That was where Kiley had that big off earlier on today. The bike went spearing off into the grass at that area of the track, showing no ill effects of that, and starts the run down the hill into the chicane. If anything, he's gained confidence. He's got right up onto the back now of Matt Watkins in second place on board the 31 machine. And there's only 3 riders in this battle, Braxy, but it is for first, second and third place. And, well, it might be the final race of the day, but it doesn't mean that they're less keen to get the final honour.
Well, you've got to get that bragging rights for the bench racing later on, haven't you? That's the main thing about it, is Watkins is chasing Ricky Watt into turn number 1. He almost had him then as well. He's also balked Buzz Kiley a little bit too in that battle to try and his efforts to try and get through into second and first position. But great stuff from these guys at the moment. They're out there having a good dip, putting on an entertaining show for us as they come through that long left-hander, and then they're basically hard on the gas all the way up through the fast left and then through onto the brakes as they head into the yeses for the 5th time of their 6 laps, as Nick Angelopoulos is still out there circulating as they come down now, and it's still Ricky Watt that's leading away, but he looks a bit more gingerly in his riding execution than the 2 behind him. The 2 behind him look a little bit more hungry than Watkins and Keely. Oh, under the grass goes Watkins. Big move, brings it back on. I thought I just saw the seat disappear then. That bit of a puckering moment.
Well, I think it's Keeley may have made his way up into... Oh, we've got one of them go down. One of them's down at the top end of the hill.
Buzz Kiley's gone down with a white helmet.
Yep, he's unfortunately given the new helmet a bit of a workout on the tarmac as well. He's still going to get back up and be in third position, but he's going to have lost a lot of distance. I was about to say before when we're talking about how it's the last race of the day, because they'll be remembering that you're only as good as your last race, and they all saw the opportunity to take a final race victory here this weekend. But back at the front of the field, it is our race leader, Ricky Watt, doing a great job. Matt Watkins in a bit of a distant second place now, and Buzz Keeley in third. Although this is not going to be his fastest lap of the race because he's had to pick his bike up on the entry to turn 4.
Another graphic demonstration of the crashability of an Ohvale, which, well, they're that close to the ground anyway. I suppose it's always a good start. But, yeah, there he is. He's managed to get back out. Yeah. And it was all or nothing, wasn't it? Half race distance of this 12 lapper at the moment. But can anything, Ricky Watt 57.6 compared to a 15, well, Watkins would have been a little bit balked by the fact that he had to take evasive action to miss Buzz Keeley as he went up the inside trying to make that move. But I'll just see the difference. It's 2 seconds gap at the moment with little over 5 laps to go. So as they come down now up the tops, the bottom end of the circuit, onto pit straight again for the 7th time, and see what the gap is now. Yeah, it's down to 1.5 seconds. So Watkins has certainly given it a bit of a last hurrah with these last few kilometres to go.
Well, we're talking before about the lap times of the Ohvales. To give you an idea, the lap times in this race are some 7 to 8 seconds faster than what the modified Groms were in the last race. So you can see that these are purebred racing machines, and that's exactly what they're doing on this very tricky conditions here with the track having, well, pretty much a drying line now, but it's still looking very slippery in some areas of the track, and you can see that they're very confident in some corners, but clearly very ginger in other corners. What was your comment before, Braxy? There's more ginger than a ginger farm in some of those corners, as we've got a great battle developing now for position out on track. Is that Watkins right onto the back of Watt? The gap was 0.1 of a second as they came across the line. Yeah, on the last lap, a 57.0 for Ricky Watt and a 55.6 for our man that's now in second place and making a bid to take victory. He's got 4 laps to do it in, or 3.5 laps to do it in too, Braxy, so it's not as if he's got to do it in the next couple of corners.
Not at all, but I think he wants to make the move. He's just got that sniff now, hasn't he? As soon as he say that, he closes up under brakes through the S's at turns 8, 9 and 10 and gets a good drive out, does move into the lead. Oh, and they've tagged each other, and Watkins has gone down. Sorry, Watt has gone down as Watkins is... well, I don't think there was anything in that. They were just going for the same bit of bitumen at the same time. So Buzz Keeley has inherited second position. He's gone, I heard the yee-haw from here, as he saw that Watkins, Ricky Watt going down. But, yeah, I don't think there was anything in that. I think he wanted to throw it back at him, but I'm sure there'll be a bit of maybe a couple of words said there. But that is really closed up Buzz Keeley now. Is 6.5 seconds adrift from Watkins. I think that is a bit of a bridge too far at the moment with 2.5 laps to go. But he's got it started, has Ricky Watt. He's now there in third position, or has he missed it? I think he might have lost that. Where's Nick Angelopoulos? Oh, there he is there. Is our leader now, Matt Watkins, is coming up to put a lap on the series promoter, or the co-series promoter. So they're down on 9 laps. They're 10 laps coming up, so there'll be 2 kilometres to go. And they'll be very, very welcome to see the checkered flag. So he tries to pull it up, not that doesn't want to take out the promoter. That's not a good look, that's for sure. So now Kylie's taking it down to less than 6 seconds, so he's taken a bit out of him. But I don't think, Phil, that we're going to see anything too drastic. It might be the way they finish this race.
Yeah, the gap, if anything, looks like it's starting to just go out a little bit now with... I think Kylie's given up trying to take the race win, and Watkins looking very smooth as he makes his way down through the chicane. And also too great to see that Ricky Watts managed to get the bike started and was able to maintain that third position. Such was the gap that they'd managed to put over fourth place rider Nick Angelopoulos. As coming down now to 2 laps to go, so next time around our race leader will get the last lap board. I love that curb cam shot, Braxy, on the run down into turn 1. Just gives you an idea of how good these bikes look when they're on full tilt coming down into that pretty tight corner after the start-finish area, where, surprising to say, that we've seen mainly safe navigation through every race start that we've seen today.
Yeah, it's been a good reflection of the talent and also respect for each other. There hasn't been any real mad desperates to try and win the sheep station. But Matt Watkins now, this is the last lap board has been displayed for Watkins and Keeley in first and second respectively. So Buzz Kylie will be quite happy to finish in second position after that little crash. Ricky Watt probably doing the same, but as our leader now comes down, there's the checkered flag that brings it into the race and an end to the second round here at the Sydney Karting Complex for the second round of the FIM MiniGP for 2022, the first year, the inaugural year of this new look competition here in Australia. The second year it's been done worldwide. So Phil, Arlam, thanks for joining me. It's good to be rekindle our commentary fun.